I have a decision to make now about what way to go. Kind of want to keep following the coast, I guess. I don't think I want to go up here yet. We gotta get out to sea or somewhere. Somehow. I could spend some time backtracking because I know there's stuff I missed. Now that I know I can listen to those recordings and I can click on stuff in the environment to make it like explode and glow like that and sparkle. Like right here probably is something. But I guess let's see what the heck this is. Oh, I'm stuck on the purple goo. I'm stuck over the purple water. How can I get this to move towards me? Maybe I have to come at this from the other way? Because I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Okay, decision made. Let's go back. Let's go back around. Maybe I do want to go up a little bit. If I can. Ooh. Said I didn't want to go up here yet. I'm definitely imagining that I can't do anything up here yet. That's so weird. What are you guys doing? What is happening? It went into that black pylon. Whoa. But why was there like a corresponding thing here? Why? Yes, I do like how there's one dark cloud. I actually noticed that I think like my very first time recording. But it was like, so what? I want to stand in the beam of light.
Up there? You go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean and look up at that great subcontinent of India, pointed down toward you as you go past it. And Ceylon off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean. Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mideast, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed, that there's something new there. That relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there. And what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully, that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element. That point out on the end. And that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet, because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference, and it's so precious. And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
Yeah, that was really interesting. That was so good. It's true. We really are, summary of all of us. This is capturing all of those things. Now, are all of these towers going to look identical? Are they all going to capture the same things? If they are, that's a lot. That's a lot. If they're not, that's even more. So many things in the environment that I need to be looking for. Wow. I wouldn't say that anybody that's gone to space and been an astronaut hasn't done anything to deserve it. Yes, it does help, of course, to be born in a place of privilege in order to be able to do any of those things in the first place, but you still also have to have some sort of aptitude for it, and you have to be fit and you have to be smart. It's not like they do nothing to earn it, I want to say, for something like being an astronaut. You do have to be able-bodied, and you do have to be of sound mind. You can't have a disability, but it's not saying that they don't do anything to also earn it, I think. Is this finally gonna tell me what in the hell is going on with these yellow squares? I still don't know what that meant. Don't know what that meant either. Is it as simple as making the shape? This just has to be inside it somewhere. Of course, with this, I'm not really sure. Like, because all of these have been in the edges. So how do you do it when it's in the center? You have to make it fit to an edge. Okay. Okay. Wait, so that still works? Why? I don't understand. I guess I'm not absorbing what this is trying to tell me. I'm not absorbing the rules. Because I feel like this should work, and it doesn't. I don't know why. I don't get it. I'm not getting this. So it really has to be oriented like the same way? You can't rotate it? I don't freaking get this. How many even different ways are there of doing this? Not many. Wait. Uh-oh. Why did that work? Okay. And it has to fit. I think that's what that means. There's no like extra bullshit. Like if I was gonna do this, like yeah, there's the 4 squares there, but there's an extra one here, so that wouldn't work. But this doesn't really work because this is a 3x3 grid. There's 4 squares going horizontally. So how do you work around that? Why is it this way? Why doesn't this work? It's the same number of boxes. It's probably because of the way the two are oriented. There's been other puzzles of these where they're like angled slightly though. I don't know what that's about. So like, if we head over to this one. I think I got it. It's like saying you have to take these blocks and then fit them together somehow in using these squares. So like something like that would, I think, technically work, except we have to end up here. Well, yeah, okay. Okay, I think I get it. I think I get it. Well, except how are you supposed to do 3 vertical ones in the same space? I guess what we have to do is that. Okay. Okay. Of course, what did that actually do? We have to come at this colorful bog from all different directions, I guess. Okay. I wondered. It's like maybe I ought to try it the other way. Oh no, we're moving. I thought this would extend, not just move. Oh, we're in it now. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's the shape of the... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I'm probably the last person to get that, so... Let's see. What we got? What we got? What we got? Okay. I learned how to do these recently, so I'm an expert now, basically. Balls. This is basically locked. For something like this, you can't kind of fudge your way around it. It has to be these 4. And honestly, for these, it pretty much has to be these as well. I always start off going, this is impossible, and then it's usually possible. Okay, I'm actually lost now because that was the... This is the pattern. Oh. They can't intersect. You can't use 1 square for 2 shapes. Okay, do I have this wrong? Am I thinking about this wrong? If I stare at it long enough. Oh my god, this is tripping me out. I cannot. I can't see that one. So like, we could do that. Maybe that. Would that not be exactly the same thing? Oh no, it's a smaller grid. Wait a second. This is the shape we want to make. This is the same problem that I just had with that other fucking thing. It just seems impossible because you can't cross. You can't cross things. Getting frustrated with this. I'm gonna crack. Okay, so I looked something up and I realized I'm thinking about this wrong. Just for instance, this doesn't have to, the 4 squares in a row does not have to overlap this box. I thought it did. As long as the 4 squares in a row is included in the bigger shape that you make with all 3 shapes, then it's fine. So that means that we can take these 3 shapes and move them around, and as long as they all overlap these 3 squares, it's okay. So then we need to do this. Oh, come on, that should work. Am I still not thinking about this the right way then? Oh, you can't make a rectangle out of those if you can't rotate them. So maybe we can take this and put it up here. And take this and put it down here, and the long guy will go here. And that means that we cut out these 2. Still gotta go into the tree houses. Another boat launch. They have a roof over it over here. Is that map going to be the same? Is it the same exact boat? I think this is the same. I think this looks the same. We still can't go anywhere in the boat. Okay. I gotta go back to the red squares and see if I can get the one I couldn't get. So what if you had like these two? Mm. So this one has to be up here. It won't fit anywhere else. Oh no, wait, it's 3 by 3. Okay. Oh, come on, that works, doesn't it? Oh, I see. It's because these two are... There's 2 squares in between them, probably. Ugh. I'm gonna have to keep writing things down for this game, I swear. Just to make it easier. Had to write stuff down for that one, too. Uh-oh. Maybe this means you can rotate it. When it's angled, it means go nuts. No, that's not rotated, that's mirrored. Oh my god. Well, it probably wouldn't matter where I start from, right? How would I know if the red one was wrong? Okay, so those squares don't count? I guess? I don't know what happened. What did that do? Am I at an end here? Can I go this way more? I think this was kind of cut off. It did bring us to a boat. It brought us to this. This brings it over here. I want to go over there. Maybe I can go over there just by walking. Boy. More of this crap. This takes me so long to figure out. No, that's it. That is a shape that works. Yeah, but it... Ugh, I've never been good at Tetris. Ugh, these are just annoying. These are just like... I guess I get the concept. It's just busy work now. Oh my god, stop beeping at me, please. Oh my god. These brakes. They know where I want to go. Oh my god. I need the pieces in front of me and I need to move them around. Oh my god, more! I think I might be done with this for today. I don't know, let's see. What? No, I don't get it. Why was that right? Alright, I don't really get this. I'm gonna have to come back to this. Thinking about it and think about it again another day.